everybody, to Peeps and Views. This is Proof Within Play, and I'm here with
Delbert Love.
A very, very important figure for me, and he was willing to answer some questions for me so you guys can hear his views. The first question would be Black Lives Matter movement, the whole Black Lives Matter. Did that affect you in any way?
Well, first off, I'd like to start off by saying thank you for having me here today. But I just came back from a trip from Memphis, Tennessee, and I went to the Civil Rights Museum. Then walking and looking at all the different displays in the Civil Rights Museum, I could picture me in time and place when all that stuff was going down. The burning of the bus with the Freedom Riders, the blowing up the church with the 4 girls. I mean, all that stuff related to me, and I understood that where I was in time with that. And I could see that my life, luckily living in the Northwest where it's not that much of a peak and bound thing where we can kind of pass, but it's not really passing, but we can pass. It's easy to see, but what's going on down there in the South is hard for me to see because I'm not there. But listening to it on CNN News, it affects me dearly. Sometimes when I see going into a grocery store or anything like that, a white person might want to walk in there before I do, and if he does, it's cool. If he doesn't, it's also cool, but who will hold the door open for one another? If I hold the door open for him, will he give me a nod? If he opens the door for me, will I give him a nod? Black lives matter to the point where, okay, everybody says we got a black president now. A black president. I lived long enough to see a black president. Well, that's good and fine. And I was just like everybody else. I was running up and down the streets hollering, we got a black president, yeah, yeah, yeah. But what could he do? He couldn't do anything because Congress had him blocked, lock, stock, and barrel. He tried to do what he could do, but I knew one day, like he's doing now, on the end of his term, he was gonna come out with the blackness. And that's a beautiful thing. Black lives matter to the point as we gonna get ours. We gonna work it out.
That's it. Ain't no other choice but to work it out. Locally, around this area, we've been having a lot of murders. And I noticed that all the murders, really, it wasn't a murder that it was somebody over 25. It was all 25 and under. And I just wanted to know if it affected you in any way, because it definitely affected me a lot.
Most of that stuff is gang member, bunch of, I don't know how I can speak to the gangs. I don't know what to say to the gang members. I know a partner of mine, son, is involved in that stuff, and his 2 partners that he does business with, he's 21, 22 years old, driving a brand new Mercedes. Okay, what does he do to get that Mercedes? He don't work, but he's a gang member, so he's gotten that by hook or crook. 2 of his partners are dead now. One got killed up on 27th in the central area, and one got killed up by in Federal Way up by Ezell's. Now the police have him under police protection, under custody, and what our black folks don't see, what they don't realize, that our youth are losing it. They are sick and tired of being pushed and gagged and bound. They want to be free. They want to live life as life should live, but they don't know how to live it, and they don't use any head trips to go about living life. What they want to do is money up, and this we can do it. We can do it by selling drugs. We can do it by selling dope. Even to the point of my son, I tell my son every day, I say, man, you're going to have to get a job, you're going to have to do this. Oh yeah, Dad, I ain't going to flip no hamburgers. I'm not going to do this. I said, well, you know what, man? I started off on a job making $8 an hour when I was your age, and I ended up making $25 an hour. But I had to sit. I had to put myself in a position to progress. Moving here, moving this, moving that. Starting on the bottom, ended up not on top. But I ended up to a point where I could be calm, cool, and collected. That's what you got to think about.
That is definitely some wise words of wisdom. And so I just wanted to know if you had anything to get off your chest, if anything that was on your mind that you been thinking about that you wanted to say, whether it be music, social issues, anything that you had on your mind. You can go ahead and let it off right now.
Well, being that I have fell into this unaware of what I was going to do and what I was going to say and how I was going to go about saying it, life is a beautiful thing. You know, you got to get out and see more of the world to understand what part of the world you belong to. Me, myself, and I love to travel. And doing the traveling that I've done lately, getting to see different types of people in different types of habitat is wonderful to me. Living out here in the Northwest, I can understand why people here in the Northwest are so inclined to, when they see you, hi neighbor, hi this. But living in the South, they greet you even better than that. They take you in as a brother or as a member of their family, and it's really a warmth kind of feeling in the South. Being in the East is fast. You got to be fast to live in the East Coast, because they don't. You get in their way and they'll stomp on you and they'll knock you to the side because they don't care. Only thing they care about is them. They care about self, family. They have no concept of what's going on as far as making it, and that's all they're thinking about is making it. So different climates of the United States of America has different ways to flow, and you got to get out and see it and see how it flows to know where you fit. And I appreciate living. I do love life.
Well, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you're gonna be a video star now.
My name is Delbert Love, and this is Peeps and Views.
Peeps.
Peeps.
Yes. Let's do it.